up, everybody? You are now locked into SpecTalk, my podcast geared toward high performers that are obsessed with personal excellence and gaining that 1% more to win every single day. I'm committed to bring you the badass real talk on what optimizes health and performance for entrepreneurs, executives, and athletes from all pillars of my high performance training system. I'm Christina, the CEO of SpecTalk Performance Systems, and I've taken this model from college sports of high performance into the entrepreneur world. And I talked in my first podcast ever, introducing myself, about the pillars of my system. The biggest pillar that everyone talks about is mindset. And it's another thing that I'm going to dive into a little bit more today, but a little bit more with a personalized touch of learning lessons that I've had. And I want to go through the course of kind of what made me where I am today and how I hope that influences you to go through a similar mindset journey, if not even better than me, because mindset is truly key. And we have things every day that challenge us and our mindset. So what it boils down to, and what it boiled down to for me, is really locking in and committing to something so that your mindset doesn't sway. And what I really mean by that is taking your vision to heart so much that no one can stop you. And what this becomes is a standard of excellence for yourself, a standard of practice that every single day you know who and what you are, you know who and what you stand for, you know what your schedule and your routine is, you know what you will stand for and what you don't, because if you don't know that, you'll fall for anything, right? And I was taught this at a very young age from some very, very important people in my industry that are very smart, high quality people. And that's what it's about. It's about a high quality upper 1% lifestyle. And this lifestyle is not for everyone. Not everyone wants to stretch their mind. Not everyone wants to push their body. Not everyone wants the uncomfortable nature of what it takes to succeed. And I'm here to impress upon you that mindset is something that is going to shape your life if you allow your experiences to teach you something. So let's dive into mindset. I remember some of the most genuine things that I've evolved with happened so naturally that it actually shaped my mindset along the way. So with that being said, you don't have to have this all figured out, but you do have to have some core values that you stick to, that you know, even if you stray because you want to try something new, or you're thinking this is what the cool kids are doing. You know, I did that in, the early 2000s. I was watching television shows that made me think that I should have been something that I wasn't at the time, and I was striving to be that. And I realized now at 42, I'm coming full circle. Like, that wasn't my character, but for so many years it consumed me. And specific to my bodybuilding career, which, it's still not done yet. I'm sure maybe one day I'll go back to it, but I put it on a little hold because I wanted to focus on business. But I will say that the mindset that I had pushing myself through tough times and the discipline that I had to stick with in order to eat and stay consistent the way that I needed to achieve a certain goal did wonders for me when it came time for setting standards in other areas of my life. Mindset is not just something that applies to, don't hit the snooze and get to the gym and don't eat the cookie or whatever. Mindset is not that simple. Mindset infiltrates every single thing that you do. So let's make that connection. When I was competing, and even now, I've had times where I've gotten away from it and I'm back to it. I've had mindset times where it was tested because of what was going on around me, but I realized that nobody else that's in my external world is going to have to look at me in the mirror every morning and judge whether or not I was happy with my choices. Nobody else was going to be able to provide me with any sort of remedy or excuse as to why I didn't meet my financial goal, my body goal, my goal on stage, my goal in my career. At the end of the day, mindset comes down to who and what you stand for yourself when no one else is watching. And on top of that, realizing that if everybody else who is watching has something to say about it, what value does that opinion really bring to your life? Is it paying your bills? Is it making you wake up happier? Is it leading you toward better relationships? Is it building your business or your career? Happiness, I truly believe, came from myself being true to what made me happy. And in the years that I strayed from that, my mindset went in the shitter. And my mindset was like, well, okay, yeah, I could just do what I've never done the last 6 years that made me happy. I'm just going to go and drink more, and I'm going to go and stay out late. I'm going to do these things that I used to say no to, that while it was fun while it lasted, I know me at my core. I never was a huge drinker. I never really liked to be out late. And while sometimes now for my business I have to network and I need to do things, I know that deep down it's for a different reason that's going to bring value to my life, my relationships, my business relationships, and ultimately to grow what I want to be a very influential empire to help affect change in people. But I'm not going out just because I want to dick around. I do find value in now being back to waking up at 4:30 in the morning, being at the gym with 3 other women that are just like me, same mindset, because I know I've got that accountability factor. This is not something that happens overnight, and this is not something that happens when you continually let yourself down. This confidence in this commitment to mindset comes from knowing that you followed through on everything that you said you were going to do. Even if the progress is small, you don't see the backward steps that you're taking because you're really not going backward. You're just progressing slower. Sometimes you progress in leaps and bounds, and sometimes shit happens, life happens. But my mindset was really tested when I could see people who would otherwise have bad habits, non-committal behaviors for themselves, and then admire me. Oh, give me those arms. Can I have those abs? I'm like, no, bitch, I worked for this shit. Like, and you can too. And I remember, I laugh at myself now because I remember literally responding to somebody on a Facebook comment that, like, they were doing the him and the haw and the wishing and the give me that kind of comment. And I'm like, no, but I could teach you how to get there if you want to really be serious. And when you have the balls enough to say that to somebody, they don't respond, because everybody can be a keyboard warrior and be a wisher and a wanter, but it's the 1%ers that are going to take action and are going to stay true to what is going to give them the most return on their time, their money, and their relationship investment in order to move the needle in the areas that they want. You lose confidence and you get down in the dumps and you feel ineffective when you allow all this other shit to come and infiltrate your life. And now you're not following through on the goals that you set for yourself. And it really boils down very simple. What is your goal in your pursuit of excellence? And do you even know what excellence is defined as in your life? For myself, and I looked at before when my mindset was first being built, excellence for me was physical optimization, impeccable look that turned heads, which was a byproduct of the habits that I had for physical optimization, and discipline with diet, because I knew if I could master those things, and I quite literally said this, I got abs, which I had doubted myself for so many years. I got abs so I could leave this fucking job. I got abs so I could take a risk on myself and move. And that's something that I never expected to happen. I never expected that to happen until it did, but it was the commitment to every single day through the rough spots, without question, that led me to that. So I just want to leave you with this reflective question, something really provocative, like, do you live in a way that promotes excellence for yourself and how you impact others? And what does that look like? And if you're moving toward that, I challenge you to journal this and say, what does my best self, my best life look like? Because then you can compare to what your current habits are and fill the holes. And that's exactly how I built my business. I want to be a sniper for people and plug the holes. Same thing in my life. Plug all the leaks in the business, in the lifestyle, in your health, in your habits. And that's exactly how you're going to get over and feel more confident in what your choices are, build that impeccable mindset so that when challenges come, you're not rattled or shaken and you are the calm in the eye of the storm. If this resonated with you, make sure you leave me a message. Visit me on Instagram at Christina Speckos, same name on Facebook, and Christina at ChristinaSpeckos.com, where you can reach me to give your feedback or any other questions of things that you want to see appear in a future podcast. Love you guys. Remember, be excellent today.